Yo, you guys are crazy. Dude, I'm just here to reveal my relay order, and you guys are giving me money to insert this. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the AGDQ 2026 relay reveal. Oh my god, thank you everybody for the gifts.
Still a piece of garbage.
Thank you, Crossover, for the resub. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for showing up to this. I just decided this would be kind of fun to do. So I made a PowerPoint revealing the order.
Steve Jobs. Lick my balls.
Yo, let's go. Golden Kappa Train, huge.
Golden Kappa Train.
This is my first Golden Kappa Train. I just want to point that out. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be really sick. I'm super excited for this. I've never done something like this. To reveal any of these relays I've done. I've done them before, but I've never done this.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Who are you? Hi, I'm King J. I made the relay.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Lick my balls.
Dude, maybe I should turn off alerts.
Who are you?
Alright. Are we good? Are we ready to do this? Are we ready to do this? Are you guys scared? Are you all ready? Is everybody prepared? We have 83 spots, 10 backups, and 73 actual spots. Everybody who's in the relay, if you get in and you're in the GDQ Discord, go ahead and post in hashtag #rollassign SM64 relay, and you'll be given the role. If you don't have, if you have not been vetted yet, to be on stage, you will have to do that. You will have to submit a vetting form and submit to be like in the form, submit as commentator for relay. That's what you have to do. So, with that being said, that's all said and done. I think we're good. Welcome. These are gonna be really stupid, okay? This isn't gonna be like a good PowerPoint. I want everyone to know, okay, I made this last night. But I made up the entire order in the past like 3 days. And it's been going, honestly, I think it's pretty hype. I think it's pretty cracked. I got the Golden Kappa. We're so back. All right. Let's go ahead and start off. This is a 70-star, 70-person relay order organized by me. The commentators are going to be Spike Vegeta and Bird 650. Commentators are not allowed to do a star, so that was a little upsetting that Bird and Spike couldn't be part of it, but that's okay. Because my boys will be hype as fuck on comms. Alright. Let's begin. I'm going to keep the music going, because why not? We're going to go in order. In relay order. So we're starting off with Bomb Battlefield and the Princess's Secret Slide 1. So starting off in Bomb Battlefield, the first person to be on stage, the person who will be on stage when we start the run, doing Bomb Clip and Lakitu Skip, Jaburns. I hope I said that right. So we have Jaburn starting us off because he literally said, like, hey, I can do Bomb Clip. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to put you on Bomb Clip then. Literally one of the only people who asked for Bomb Clip. So there you go. Congratulations. You're going to be starting this off. This was honestly one of the hardest stars to give to people. Because you have to do Lakitu Skip, you have to do Bomb Clip, and you have to have the pressure of being the first person. So that was really worrying for me on who to give it to. But I think they'll do good. I think they'll do swell. Princess's Secret Slide, we had 2 of them. It doesn't matter which one this first person gets. Whichever star they don't get, the other person will get for the second one. But the first person doing Princess's Secret Slide is the King's Pride. King's Pride will be doing slide number 1. Whether he gets the under 21 star or not, it's up to him. But whichever one he doesn't get, I know the person on slide 2 will be able to get the time slide. So we're good. The King's J, that's me. I'm high. Alright, moving on. That's the first slide. Moving on to Womp's Fortress, everybody's favorite parts of the game. Everybody loves Womp's Fortress. Thank you for the follow. Everybody loves Womp's Fortress. Everybody. So, starting off in Womps, we have 100 coins. Who will be doing that? Ad129 will be doing that. Ad did this at the 120 star 120 person relay at Pace Summer 2024. And so I put them on again because I know you can handle it. So congratulations, Ad. You get the honors of being the first one to do a 100 coin run in the relay. Are you wearing the banana costume again? That's a real question. We got an ad. Oh shit, you guys have ads? I'm so sorry. Thanks for the money. Alright, look, most people in here are subbed because of the gift sub bomb at the beginning, okay? So I'm gonna keep going. This will also be up on YouTube afterwards in case people want to see the full reveal again. I'm gonna post this on the Vods channel. I am gonna get paid today. This including my birthday stream from a week ago, bro. I'm gonna bank this month from Twitch. All right, so now people have asked, how is this going to work with 70 star 70 person? Because if you don't know, the way that Mario 64 works, when you grab 100 coin stars, you get the 100 coin star, then you have to grab the other star that you were getting alongside it. You get 2 for the price of 1. So how is that going to work with swapping off per star? Well, the person coming up next has literally the easiest star. You go from collecting the 100 coin star that Ad just grabbed, you walk 2 steps to the left, and then jump and grab the star. So who has that impossible task? Who has the task of doing literally one of the hardest stars in the game that will last 5 seconds? This person DM'd me well before I opened up the form and asked me for the hardest star in the game. Or not the hardest star, sorry, the easiest star in the game. But I instead decided to give them the hardest one. It's very dangerous, very tough, but I think Tomomodachi can do that. So shout outs to Momo. Gonna have probably the most popped off star in the entire run because all you have to do is walk 2 feet to the left and jump. If she finds a way to mess that up, I'm gonna be impressed. So congratulations, Momo. You probably will have the loudest applause. This and the Toad stars are probably going to be the 2 biggest rounds of applause because, you know, of all the hard work that goes into doing these stars. It's a very good 100 plus Reds duo right there. Do they have to demonstrate the ability to execute it beforehand? I think we can... I think for Momo, we don't have to have her practice. I don't know. That's just me saying that. Next up, I actually forget what I have next. I think I put Cannonless next. And Cannonless will be Shovda. Shovda... actually, I think Cannonless was one of the ones that a lot of people asked for, but Shovda in her form said that she would just throw herself at the wall, and that's what I want. I want you to at least go for OG Kless twice, because if you hit it, it's hype as fuck. So, there you go. Shovda doing Cannonless. I gotta check something. I'm getting pinged in Discord. Why am I getting pinged in Discord? Oh, I'm getting pinged in my roommate chat. Alright, cool. Awesome. Is roll sign already going off? Oh yeah, roll sign's already going off. Let's go. Huge. I'm in pre-rolls. Can you just give me my stuff? Don't worry. We'll get there soon. True Cannonless strat, yeah. So Cannonless, I want the person going for Cannonless to at least throw themselves at the wall like once. if you get it, it's the hypest thing ever. If not, go for Solid Quest, that's fine. Or actually, not Solid Quest. Go for Sock Folder, but just please go for it once, because that'll be so sick if you get it. Next up is Shoot Into the Wild Blue. We have my roommate Punch Shot doing this one. Punch doesn't play the game much. But he asked for something a little bit more than a baby star, so I gave him Shoot Into the Wild Blue. It's not going to be too much, but Punch Shot's on backup for Epic Mickey, so I'm glad that he gets to at least guaranteed run a star in the relay. I get to give him that opportunity. So yeah, Shoot Into the Wild Blue will be by Punch Shot. He's actually gonna have to do a little bit more than he did for the 120 star relay, where he did Shocking Arrow Lifts, which is just a warp. So yeah, congrats Punch Shot on being in Womps. Let's go. Next up, number 7 is Womp King by Mitchriz. I put Mitch on Womp King because I think it's really funny that the only boss fight that isn't Bowser in this relay is done by an Elden Ring and Sekiro speedrunner. So I think that's really funny. Easily the hardest Dark Souls boss out there for sure, bar none. So, and also Mitch asked for an early star because he's running Night Rain later that day, so I gave him something in Womp so he has time to set up Elden Ring and prepare for that. So there we go. Number 8, doing the tower star, is the Rixer. Ricky, I had to move around a couple times. There was a few things I was debating giving Ricky, but I ended up settling on doing Womp's Fortress Tower for him. I think this is a good star that isn't like too short and can show off his skills. He originally wanted wall kicks will work, but spoiler alert, the person doing wall kicks will work is doing it blindfolded. So I had to kick him off that, and I put him on tower instead, and I hope he's okay with that. So yeah. Oh, by the way, just a reminder, for people who are hoping to get into Relay and who are waiting very patiently in chat, just keep in mind there were 172 signups, and there is I'm 83 spots. So I hope you understand. Just keep your expectations in check, please. I'm really scared about people being like upset. Gee, wonder who that could be. I know who you all think is doing the blindfolded star, but it's not who you think it is. Spoiler alert, there are 3 people in this relay doing a star blindfolded. There's 3. So it's not who you think it is. The final person for Womps is doing the Owl Star, but with the owl. And the reason why is because that makes it a little bit more beginner friendly, and that's because it's one of my good friends, Delilah. Delilah is Dee doing Owl Star. Something that's a little like on the easier side, but also, you know, a little bit of a challenge too. You got to drop into the cage at the right time. We could go for Owless, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how much I trust people doing Owless. So we could be on that forever. So I think the Owl strat is safer. That's also why we're not doing Island Hop and Bomb on Battlefield, because we wanna play safe here, because unlike Pace, we don't have a bunch of top SF64 runners going. So there you go. Congrats to Lila on getting a star and being number 9. We're now into the double digits, and we are moving on to the Castle and Dark World section. So a bunch of secret stars we're going to be doing here. Dark World is going to be split up in between 2 people, one doing the red coins and then one doing the Bowser throw. But first, we have the second Princess Peach slide that we will be doing. This is a very last minute addition to the relay. Because of the person who submitted very, like, within the last few hours of the form being open. And the person doing slide 2, I know they'll be able to clutch up in case the time star wasn't collected, and that is Hex Speedruns doing slide number 2. It was really hard to place Hex because they signed up so last minute. So but I really wanted to include the goats, and so I had to figure out a good place to slot them in. I think it's a good place, slide to. So yeah. Next up is Wingcap. This is another one that switched hands a lot. I had to decide who I wanted. Here, I'm gonna turn on the music really quick. 1 second. Let me turn down the music. It's a little loud. There we go. I had to swap between who I wanted on this star quite a bit. There was a few people it went between. But I ended up ultimately deciding on yet another last-minute person who submitted, Jay Hobbs for Wingcap Reds. So Hobbs is gonna be on that. Hobbs submitted like yesterday. So this one traded between a few people. But I the people who ended up getting swapped off it ended up being put on backup. So as to not upset them, hopefully, and they can still be part of it. But I'm happy to have Hobbs on. Obviously, Spike is on comms, and I also know Hobbs from running in the Celeste scene, so I wanted to include him. So yeah, that's very exciting. As you can tell, I said this before, this list is stacked. We got some goats in here already, and it's not gonna stop. Next up is Dark World. And who better to do Dark World Reds than someone who doesn't have much SM64 experience but wanted a very difficult star, and that is Osmorn. Oz asked for a 8 to 9 out of 10 difficulty for stars, so I gave him Dark World Reds. We'll see how that goes. This could end horribly. This could end so bad. This could game over. I'm gonna be honest. We'll have to see how this goes. So Oz is doing Dark World Reds. However, who is doing the Bowser throw? I thought this was really funny. Shoutouts to the My runners. This is definitely going to spoil who the other Bowser throw is. The My runners said they wanted whatever is closest to My, and so I decided to put the My runners on Bowser throws because it's in a circle. So shoutouts to Kirby Catcher, who will be doing our first Bowser throw, our first Bowser fight. If you miss, you will get shunned by the community. Just kidding, obviously. I'm doing final Bowser throws. I'll spoil that right now. I've already talked about it. I'm bad at Bowser throws. Every time I miss a throw, I'm going to be donating $10. And I might add that on to any missed throws in general. So yeah, we have the My runners doing the Bowser throws because I think it's funny. There wouldn't be an SM64 relay without a game over. Hopefully we don't have that. At pace fall 2023. We got a game over, and that's what the current world record is. So we can actually beat world record at GDQ, which would be really hype. So that is Castle and Dark World. So now we have Bomb on Battlefield 2, which, if you don't know, we go back to Bomb on Battlefield for 1 star, which is the one on the island, which we use the wing cap for, and then we go to Cool Mountain. So this is honestly a goated lineup of people. Just giving a heads up, we got some sick people here. Starting off in Bomb on Battlefield 2, we have one of my goats. We got Illegally Sam doing Island in the Sky, which is really awesome. Sam has been in every single relay that I've put on so far, and so I knew I had to include him in this one, and I'm glad I got to include you. I gave you a cool star that has some cool movement. It also has a top level strat if you want to learn that, where you can do the triple jump off the cannon with momentum, or you can do the easier strat, but knowing you might go for the harder one. So I'm excited to see that. Now we're into Cool Mountain. Cool Mountain has, I think, 5 stars or something like that. So starting off though, we have Little Penguin Lost by Amerlin. Amy, and for those who don't know the story of how this got in, me and Amy have been talking about this relay for a while. He was like the main person I talked to on Games Committee about it. And he's not played Mario 64. And I told him that he legally has to submit to it because because I literally would not have gotten this relay in if I didn't talk to him about it at PAX East of this year. So I know Amy. Amy will drop the baby off the penguin. Drop the baby off the edge. Don't worry. I will make sure to teach him that. But I think this will be really funny because this is honestly one of the easiest stars for people to learn. And it's also one of the flashiest stars for people to learn. It's definitely one of those party tricks that you can learn really quickly for Mario 64. So I think this will be a really good one, and we can get some sick child murder in the relay. So nice and wholesome, you know. So yeah, shout out to Amaryllin doing that. CCM slide. We have a tea tree. Another really pretty easy skip that you can do in this one that I'm excited to teach someone who's not as well versed in Mario 64 runs. So I'm excited to put tea tree in here, and hopefully we can get tea tree to do the full slide skip. If not, we can also do the shortcut as well. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. So yeah. Number 17, we have Wall Kicks Will Work by Blobfish Times. I didn't know who this person was, but they sent me a list of stars that they could do blindfolded, and one of them was Wall Kicks Will Work. So I've never met Blobfish. I don't know them whatsoever. They slid into my DMs and signed up for the relay, and they are going to be our first of 3 blindfolded runners. So this is where we're probably going to need people to be quiet in the audience. But I'm excited for that. Like I said, we all know Bubsy is going to be on here. Bubsy slid into my DMs as soon as Games List dropped, but I was not expecting multiple blindfolded stars. That's going to be really awesome. So Blobfish Times setting the stakes, doing our first blindfolded star. Next up is 100 coins, and I have a someone who is very well versed in Mario 64 doing this one because we need someone who won't mess this up, and also win the race, and that is Badronis doing 100s and Penguin Race. So yeah, shout out to Badro. Badro and a few others are definitely going to come in clutch doing the 100 coins for this relay, so I'm very happy that they signed up and are going to GDQ so that they can help us finish this run. So this is probably one of the hardest hundreds. This and TikTok Clock are both very difficult 100 coins that you have to do, so and they're different than what you would normally do them. So but after 100 coins, you finish the Penguin Race. You know, the Penguin Race is already done. You grab the 100 coin star, and all you have to do is slide down, talk to the penguin, and grab the star. The most important thing is you can't open the door. And I know there's one person for that job who will make sure she doesn't open the door, and that's my goat Cell. Cell will not open that door, and if she does, it's gonna lose minutes. But I know Cell will be good for this. And we got this. Okay. So Cell following up Badro, going for you know, like collecting the race star. You know, it's another star that's gonna be maximum like 20 seconds long, but there were people who put like 1s and 2s for skill level. I had to give them these kinds of stars in order to put them in. So I hope you understand. I hope this is okay with you. At least you still get to be part of it. But I also, like I said, I think the audience is gonna pop off for these. All right. Next, aren't you on comms on GDQ right now? Wait, yeah. So why aren't you on Hotfix? What the heck? All right, moving on to Big Boo's Haunt and Shifting Sandland. The start of the basement. This is where it started getting really hard because Lobby has a lot of easy stars you can teach. Now we get into basement where it's less easy stars, but more of difficult stars. They're still pretty easy to judge. or like to teach and stuff like that, but you know, we need someone who put like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. So starting off in Big Boo's Haunt, we have The Secret of the Haunted Bookcase. We have Cheese J doing that. This one has particularly a triple jump up to the top floor that you have to do. So you gotta be good at wall jumping. And then you also have to get over there without doing the bookcase. So I put J there as well. Oh my god, wait, Limey, you're here too. It's okay. If Satan's in, you should just Cell should just like unmute and be like, hey Satan, you're in relay, by the way. So congrats, CSJ. I know you really wanted to be in relay. And so I made sure to put you in. I gave you a relatively, like, it's a pretty simple star, but it has some tough jumps in it. So I'm glad I could include you in that. Next up is Big Boo's Balcony. There's so many people who said anything but this star. A lot of people didn't want this star because they're afraid of falling off the roof. So I put Nerd Squared on it. Shout out to Nerd, who, when, you know, Gamesless came out, kept being like, how did you do this? How did you get this in? And so I wanted to include him. So I Nerd was like one of the only people who was like, give me any of the stars in BBH. So I was like, okay, bet, I got you. Every time I hear number, I pause. Okay, link too many numbers. So yeah, that is Big Boo's Haunt. There's only 2 stars we go there for. Those are 2 relatively simple ones. So now we have MIPS. We have the first time that we catch the bunny. And in this person's words, they said, someone told me it would be really funny if I got put on MIPS. And there's 2 MIPS, but I knew I had to give her one of them. So shout outs to Satan herself. She will be catching the bunny. She will be absolutely destroying that bunny. I will teach her every single possible way and back up to do it. MIPS is always scary because, yes, it's a beginner star you can give to someone, but at PACE Summer 2024, where I did the 120 star, 120 person relay, I think we spent like 5 minutes trying to catch MIPS. So we're gonna try to not have that happen this time, hopefully. Thankfully, as Marcy just said in chat, Marcy's going to teach Satan. So we will have some practice beforehand, which is good. Awesome. Going on the GDQ. Don't go to the GDQ channel and say that. No, that's bad. Don't do that. It is harder than it looks. MIPS is harder to catch than it may seem. So yeah. Time to unmute on the GDQ feed. So shout out to Satan, being our first to catch MIPS, setting the tone for the basement. Now that we're actually in the basement, though, we have someone who offered to do Pillarless. And if you don't know what Pillarless is, if you know the bomb clip in Bomb on Battlefield, it's basically that, but 10 times harder. But someone, actually 2 people, asked for Pillarless. And I didn't give one of them it, but I gave the one who knows how to do Tama Pillarless. I gave them this star. If they mess it up a few times, they can always just get the shell and do it that way. But doing Pillarless is Dillcat. I don't know Dillcat. I don't know Dillcat at all, but they have a run in the events and they submitted for Pillarless. So very excited to have, not only do we have Bomb Clip, but we're also going to have Pillarless and all of the top strats being shown off here for the stars that I wanted them to be shown off. So shout out to Dillcat for submitting that, because I wanted to do Pillarless and I wanted it to be done. I just didn't know if we were going to get one, but we got 2 people who submitted. The other person who submitted Pillarless is going to be much later into the relay, but he will also be in it as well. So, you're in safe hands? Okay, good to know. I literally don't know who Dillcat is. Another person I haven't met before. I think in this relay, there are about 10 to 15 people I've never talked to. So, oh, Dillcat's in chat. Cool. Perfect. I'm leaving my trust in you, man. All right. Following that up, though, we have Talon of the Big Bird, and I wanted to keep these 2 together because I thought it was sweet. We have Marcy doing Talon of the Bird, more, not like a beginner star, but it's in the 16 star route, and also has you know, a little bit of a cool strat that you can go for, and I think Marcy will probably go for that, which is gonna be sick to see. And yeah, I did want to keep Marcy and Satan together. I thought that was funny. There's also another couple later on that I wanted to keep together. Also, yeah, Marcy, you have to follow up Dill doing Pillarless. But I think you'll be able to do a good job. So now we have the top of the pyramid, the one not inside the pyramid, but like outside the pyramid on top. We have KD4 doing that. It's a relatively not beginner star. You still have to do like a pretty tough triple jump to do it. But we have KD4 doing the triple jump over the hill and then the triple jump up the pyramid. So there we go. You're made of triple jumps? Hell yeah. Very good. Yeah. You'll do the trick, I promise. Yeah, you better do Fly Guy bounce. Don't do Fly Guyless, Marcy. Don't. Do not do Fly Guyless, please. I will literally lose years off my life of stress from that. Alright. So now we're done with Shifting Sandland, moving on to Lethal Lava Land, where we get all of these stars except for 100s. So we're gonna actually do these all in order because I thought it worked out best. So we're gonna start off with Bully the Bully, and that is gonna be done by Limey. Shout out to Limey, who shouldn't be listening right now. You should be doing your job, but yeah, Bull Limey, yeah, hell yeah. So there you go, Limey doing the first bully. Limey put like anything in Wet Dry World or anything in Lethal Lava Land, so I put Limey between like 5 different stars. Like I kind of like bounced him around a lot, but here we are. Don't mess it up. Does everyone runner's name here start with L? Oh my god, that would be so funny. Wait, can I change this? Do we have time? No, I don't. That would have been so funny, but it's actually funny that the first person starts with L. You did it first try and it was sick? Alright. Huge. We're so back. Following up Bully the Bully, we have Bully the Bullies, and that will be done by Kuiper. Kuiper was also a person who submitted very last minute, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to slot them in, but I ended up thinking like, oh, this is a good place to slot them in. This originally was someone else, but I ended up swapping out Kuiper because I wanted to include him. And so here we are. Bully the Bullies, done by Kuiper. I did fuck up the long jump on the stairs, though. And we're swapping out Limey. No, I'm kidding. Doing red coins. We have Brosif. Brosif is a certified Mario 64 hater. Brosif has literally talked so much shit on this game and Mario in general, but I got her to sign up for Relay. So this is a very beginner star, and I'm very glad that she signed up. This is going to be very, very fun. Again, shout out to the games committee members who signed up, because I think this is awesome that, you know, they not only did they accept the relay, but they're also willing to put up with me teaching them a star. So yeah, we have red coins by Brosif, and yeah, this is what you get for putting relay in. You you will have to be part of it. Moving on, we have the log star, but we're actually going to skip the log, obviously, because we have the wing cap, and the person who's going to skip the log is someone who's pretty goated, if I may say, and that's Maxi Lobes. So Maxi Lobes is not going to be waking up that log. He better not. If he does, I'm very confused. Yes, very goated. This game does just kind of suck. Thank you, Glovers. So yeah, Maxi put himself at a 5 and didn't really have any opinions on where to be. So I was like, you know what? You need to have a bit of precision and practice for this skip. So I'll give it to him. The triple jump off the cage strat or hell no, we're not doing that, Shovda. We're not making him learn the triple jump. No way. All right. Now we're into the volcano. This one also traded hands with a couple people. This is actually the one I originally had Limey on, but I swapped him off. This one is going to go to Ice Blue for the top of the volcano. This one requires a good amount of platforming and a good amount of knowledge of the game. Ice Blue, I think you put yourself at a 7. So I was like, you know what, you can handle this. You got this. So yeah, congrats. And don't fall down. Please and thank you. If you would like to learn lava boost, be my guest. I don't know how to do it. I will not be able to help you. But that is top of the volcano. We have one more in Lethal Lava Land, and that is for elevator in the volcano, and that will be done by MHF Silver, who is also running in the event, running Pipistrello and the Curse Yo-Yo. Silver asked for anything in Lethal Lava Land, so I gave him anything in Lethal Lava Land. I did it. There you go. Why would you put ice in a volcano? It'll melt. Okay, well then ice has to go fast. Okay, like. What's up, Richard? Skimmed through the start and now caught up to live goated list. Yo, thank you. I'll also post the full list, obviously, in the general SM64 relay chat in the GDQ server after this is done. But I like doing this because it's kind of cool. I like doing this reveal. I've never done something like this, and I got to make a PowerPoint. All right. Moving on, we're done out of Lethal Lava Land. Pretty goated Lethal Lava Land lineup, if I do say so myself. We got a lot of cool people in there. Next up, we have Diodiradox and Fire Sea. We come back to HMC later, so that's going to be much later on into the run. But Diodiradox, we're starting off with the chest star. We are starting off with the 4 chests at the bottom of the sea. And this person I also swapped between like a couple different stars. I ended up settling on this one. It's a nice like mid-level star, and that is Witherman. We'll be doing this one. So yeah, it's always hard to pick who's gonna do swimming stars. There's not many in this game in 70 star because we don't do DDD or like all of DDD, and we don't do JRB. But yeah, there was a few people who like submitted for this relay that obviously don't know what's in 70 because they said stuff like, "Oh, I'll do Vanish Cap and JRB," and I'm like, "Cool, none of that's in the relay." Awesome. But yeah, so Witherman's doing chess. Yeah, what's up, Witherman? How's it going? Yeah, you're doing chess in DDD. Is that cool? I hope that's good. That's close enough to fishing. That is true. That's pretty close to fishing. Doing submarine, we have Glubbers, aka the. Glubbers just said front sub. What was the name? Front sub something. Like Glubbers just said, "I'll do front sub." Front sub Franklin. That's what it is. So I put Glubbers in doing the submarine. This one's gonna be weird to practice because we're gonna have to make sure we have like a file that doesn't have Fire Sea beaten yet. Yeah, shouts to the. And finishing off Diodiradox, we have the Manta Ray, and that will be done by Burnt Bowser. I was debating putting Bowser on a Bowser throw because I thought it would be really funny, but again, the My players are gonna be doing the Bowser throws, so I put Bowser as close as I could to a Bowser stage. And we have Manta Ray, so there we go. The Manta Ray can be a little janky though, so I put someone who I think can deal with jank, and that is Burnt Bowser. Yo, what's up, man? So, by the way, the people who are in this relay that aren't in the GDQ Discord, feel free to DM me after the reveal later tonight, and I'll invite you to the Discord, and you'll have to make sure you get vetted, obviously. So, yeah, you love jank and speedruns? Perfect. You'll love Manta Ray. All right, doing Fire Sea Reds. This was one that I had someone else on, but then I revealed in the private admin chat for 70 Relay, which is just me, staff, and the commentators, and one of the staff members was like, "Yo, I don't like this current star you have me on. Could you put me on Fire Sea instead?" And I said, "Yes." and that's Heroic Spirit Gamer, who's going to be doing Fire Sea Reds. So actually, what's funny is I think I had Witherman and HSG swapped. So yeah, I ended up swapping them back. We're using my NTSC and yeah, true. That is very true, Ad. Cool. You could have put him in LOL for burnt. Oh my god, true, for burnt Bowser. Oh yeah, and I already revealed this, but the second Bowser throw will be done by Star Rod Kirby 86, who is the other My runner. So there you go. We have both My runners doing we have both My runners doing a Bowser throw, which, you know, funny circles. All right. We are now going upstairs. We're going to Wet Dry Worlds. And Wet Dry World has a couple hard stars, but most of them are pretty easy. But we're starting off with 100 coins, which means we have to have someone who has done runs of Mario 64, but he's also run another game, and he's running that game at AGDQ, and you may have heard of it. It's called Splatoon, and that's Lantro. Lantro at 70 Relay at Pace Fall 2023, which is the submission video I used, actually did 100 coins in CCM at that run, and messed it up so bad that the person who never played the game before had to do the penguin race. So he wanted to redeem himself, and I had to like fight between whether I give it to him or not, but then Badro wanted CCM, and I was like, okay, we're good. So I gave Lantro another 100 coin star, which is Wet Dry World, and I think he'll do good on that one. Again, he has 70 star experience. I think he runs on Wii VC, but obviously, you know, practice makes perfect. We'll make sure he practices at the event. And yeah. Moving on, though, we have number 38, the person who's going to collect the secret star from the 100 coin star. This person I know can do a harder star, but I didn't have any other spots available. So instead I gave her this one. So I apologize. This is definitely way more than you can handle. But that's Asuka. Asuka is gonna do grabbing the secret star. It's literally a long jump from the 100 coin star into the other one. It's definitely a lot easier than she deserves. But maybe if she wants something harder, she can fall down on purpose. Maybe she can sneak in the bouncer wherever. Oh my god, so true. But now that we're done with 100 coins, which we still have one more 100 coin star, but now that we're moving on from that, that's a good duo there, Lantro into Asuka. We have Express Elevator by Flubler. Flubler literally submitted and requested only this star and nothing else. So I was like, you know what? Sure. If that's what you really want, I got you. I'll make it happen. And here we are. I think I've talked to Flubber a few times, but not much. So, yeah. So people just know what they want exactly, and I gotta respect it. So yeah, shouts to Flubler doing Express Elevator. Moving on, we have Top of the Town. We have Dane doing Top of the Town. This is what I meant by I kept another couple kind of close together, which is Asuka and Dane. So there you go. There you go. We always gotta like sneak in one person between them. And then, yeah, then we're good. Someone better sing that new electric... Oh my god. You have like 10 seconds to sing it, so yeah, Dane's gonna do Top of the Town. This was another weird one to give out because it's hard to judge how difficult this star is, because I think it's a lot easier than what Dane put. Dane put a 7, but I'm also thinking of like the cool strats you could do. You could do the triple jump or the long jump, so we could do some flashy stuff. So yeah. Don't want them holding hands. Ew, disgusting. Gross. We're not allowed to show PDA on the GDQ channel. Alright. And finally, the last person for Wet Dry World is doing a pretty hard star. This one you have to go to a warp spot and then you have to jump down and hit a box. This is very difficult, very, very hard. I don't really know who else to give this to than to someone who's known solely for speedrunning PlayStation games and who's never played a Mario game ever, or at least in like any speedrun sense, and that's BDud5. I had to talk B-Dud into submitting to this. I had to promise him it would be okay, and so I gave him a star that he can handle. It's not too difficult, but it's also not the easiest thing out there. Look, man, he's used to doing menuing from running Clair Obscure, so he'll be good on the menus. He's gonna pop off on those menus. This is the world of war. No, this is a fire list for Wet Dry World. I told you we got some fire stacked lists for certain worlds. But coming up next, we have Tiny Huge Island and Toad. I think this, in my opinion, might be this and into TTM and Wet Dry World. It's a very stacked list. We have a very good list here. Like I said, I think this entire order is stacked. I've been very excited making this order, and I'm super glad with everybody who's been signing up. So, oh my god, yeah, all hands taking pictures. This is just Astro. Yeah, no, Richard didn't apply for this. If Richard did apply, I would throw him in. But none of the people on photography applied because they're definitely all working during this for sure. Look, Richard, you know you love me. Okay, I'm giving you so much to work with. Now, whoever has to decide what picture to use for the YouTube thumbnail, I'm sorry. Alright, starting off, we mentioned before that the stars that are going to get a lot of, you know, hype from the crowd are stars that don't require anything. We already talked about the ones after 100 coins. But what about the Toad stars? There are 3 of these bad boys. What you do is you walk up to Toad, you talk to him, and then you jump. So who better to do that than the best yapper that I know, and that's wait. Oh wait, sorry, it's after Tiny Huge Island. I just spoiled it. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I spoiled it. Okay, well, yeah, Toad 1 is CMM 1215. Sorry, I got way too ahead of myself there. Anyways, let's go back a little bit, but we have doing THI secrets. We have GT Ace. My man Gerald Thomas Ace. Look, I'm thinking too much right now, okay? I'm a little too much thinking of what's going on right now. Clay is gonna be the relay though. Spoiler alerts, but GT Ace has once again been in every relay I've ever put on, so I wanted to make sure I included him. I have been known for putting GT Ace in very bad spots on the relay. First, I gave him bits in the original 70-star relay, which people have Golden Kappa because there was a Golden Kappa trade at the start of the stream. Yeah, so at first I gave GTA's bits in the 70-star relay at Pace Fall 2023. Then I gave you 100 coins in TTC, which I didn't know that you didn't do in 70. So like I thought you had been practicing it. So this time I know you do this in 70, and I know you can handle it, so I'm gonna give you it. So there you go. GT Ace starting off THI. THI is so strong, by the way, because right after GT Ace, we have another one of people who's very known for Mario, and that is Jay doing the Piranha Plant star. Jay is doing Piranha Plants. Jay's done a couple 120 stars and a couple 70 stars, but obviously he's well known for Galaxy. Again, I had to talk Jay into doing this relay because he wasn't sure if he wanted to. Then he said he would only do it if he could be doing Wild Blue. And then he eventually just said, put me on whatever. So this is like a middle star. There you go. Galaxy N64 N1 and Sunshine. Sunshine's also in the event. Don't forget. We have 3 of those big Mario games in here. This is gonna be sick. Following up Piranha Plants, though, we have the man, the myth, the legend. We all know he was going to be in here. I'm surprised he asked for this star and not a different one. We have Bubsia, our second blindfolded runner, and of course the blindfolded runner of all time. We have Bubsia here doing top of the island. He asked for this one specifically when Games List came out. Bubsia literally DMs me. Also, I can do this. You guys know already. Because I spoiled it. When Games List came out, Bubsia slid into my DMs so quickly. So yeah, but I was really surprised by the choice to do top of the island in THI. Very, very interesting choice there. But he said that he wanted to do this one because what you do in blindfolded is so different in this star than what you do when you're sighted. So I'm very excited to see that and see him pull it off. So yeah, yeah. Clay gets to follow up this lineup. So I actually sent Clay, because Clay is my roommate for this GDQ. I sent Clay my a picture of this lineup with him underneath it, and he said, "What the hell, dude?" Which I think is really funny. You'll see it, but he won't. That's true. Bubsia won't actually see what he's doing. So Bubsia is our second of 3 blindfolded players. Yes, that's correct. That's actually a thing that's happening. It's really cool. Our first blindfolded person is going to be on Wall Kicks Will Work. Second one's going to be Bubsia doing top of the island. But of course, we have Clay following up with one of the hardest stars of all time. Honestly, probably the hardest star in the run. We got Toad. There's so much that goes into it. You have to walk, and then you have to press B, and then you have to press A. A lot can go wrong. There's so many pits you can fall in too. Mental pits, but there's a lot of pits you can fall in. So much technical things that you have to like look out for. Anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone beats up Toad, bro, Reddit's gonna hate you. If they punch Toad, they gotta donate. Based. Now we have Tall Mountain, another group of just goated individuals. Like I said, this entire list, it's just stacked, man. We have so many goated people on this relay, and I'm so excited for it. But starting off, we have my goat. We have Mr. Shasta doing top of the mountain. Shasta asked for this one specifically because he apparently did this at the ESA relay and grabbed the monkey by accident. So this is redemption. This is don't say Mount Shasta. Do not say that. We're not starting that. No. No. You broke me with that one. Oh my god. I actually hate that. Wait, it's an actual mountain? Okay, it's even funnier. Mount _ Shasta. That's it. It's done. Wrap it up. So Shasta starting us off with top of the mountain, which is going to be cool. But who's going to do the waterfall star? Because that's kind of the same thing, right? You go to the top of the mountain, but you go to the waterfall afterwards. Well, there's someone who submitted, and I was very excited to see that they submitted because of all they've done for, you know, the gaming community and speedrunning community. And they specifically said, like, oh, I think my skills would lean very well into doing mountain clip in Tall Mountain. Which is why I put Dan Salvato on Waterfall. I'm very excited that Dan signed up. Really cool to see that. And dude, like I said, we're starting off with Shasta and Dan, dude. It's such a great start. It's so sick. I love seeing the chat get so hyped for this. This is really exciting. I'm glad I decided to do this. This is, again, thank you. This list, I'm very proud of it. Very happy with how it turned out. So Dan Salvato doing the waterfall star. I don't know if he knows how to get into the waterfall without falling. I don't know what strat will teach Dan, but we'll figure it out. Number 48. We have Red Coins by Ryan Ford. I didn't know what to give Ryan. Ryan's been working on 70 star actually. And I wanted to give something that like was a little bit difficult, a little bit scary, and that was like a really weird one because Ryan asked for anything after the 20th star. And so I was like, okay, sure. So I put Ryan farther in so that, you know, he could be there. Ryan is a goat, so he'll be fine. Exactly. Dan into Ryan Foyer's banger. Yeah, I honestly, like I said, I think a lot of the upstairs has been just like banger. We pulled out a lot of the big punches in upstairs. Not to say that anybody in like basement and lobby weren't big punches either, but like I really like the momentum we have in the upstairs for sure. Next up, number 59, doing the Lonely Mushroom, we have Derek Lander, who is a Spyro runner, a Crash runner, a Mario runner. We have Derek Lander doing Lonely Mushroom. He basically just asked for something small but technical, so we're gonna do the box jump here. So yeah, there we go. Is Punch Shot the small punch? Number 50 is the Slide Star by Hockey Babbler. So the Slide Star, if you guys don't know, you can actually skip the entire slide by jumping off a cliff then kicking back in. So Babs is doing that. Also, huge shout outs to Babs, who made the pins that everybody who's in the relay, you will get a pin before the relay starts. That's kind of like our way of calling attendance. And if you're in the relay or if you're on backup, you get a pin to commemorate you being in relay, which is really awesome. So shout out to Babs for doing that. And yeah, it's very huge. So we have a very good Tall mounts in there, and very happy with how this one looks. Moving on, we are going to Snowman's Land, and we are starting off with Snowman's Head by West Dog. West Dog is a good friend of mine. Once again, someone who's done every single relay I've ever put on of Mario 64. He has always done Snowman's Head, and he's made innuendos with it. Thankfully, runners aren't going to be mic'd for this. He's not going to be talking about his sloppy head that he talked about during 120 star relay. Thank God. He won't be talking about that. Don't worry, Games Committee. I will make sure of that. So we have West Dog doing Snowman's Head. I hope he gets some good head. I hope it's not sloppy. I hope he practices and, you know, puts in the time and effort to do a good job on that. You will find him a mic. You better fucking not. He will probably like get so close to my face just to say something. He would. Oh my god, you saw that ad when you came back from Waba? It's awesome. Next up, we have Ice Bully by Bobby Berm. Shoutouts to Bobby. Again, people on the interview team, if they wanted to be in the relay, I offered them a spot. Not everybody signed up for it, but Bobby did, and he put himself at a 3, and I was like, you know what, Ice Bully's a good 3-star. It's not too hard, not too easy. You can do the slide strat, you can do some cool stuff in it. So there you go. We have Bobby Berm doing Ice Bully. Next up, we have In the Deep Freeze by Lonely. Once again, this is another person that I don't think I've really interacted with before. But Lonely only put this star, and I was like, okay, I guess you can have it. Sure. If this is the only thing you want to do, I got you. You better do the triple jump. That's all I'm gonna ask. I've never interacted with Lonely. Another one of the people that I'm excited to get to meet. This is actually a reason I love that I get to do the relay this time at GDQ, is because I get to meet and talk to people that I don't normally get to talk to a lot. Lonely's one of them. So yeah. World from the Freezing Pond. What's up, cutie? He's in chat. Yeah, no, shoutouts to cutie for always giving me spots on hotfix. I wanted to include you somewhere. This is a cool star because you get to do like a triple jump kind of out of bounds in a way. It's a nice little medium difficulty star. So hell yeah, it's gonna be sick. Not spelt like that. I hope I'm saying names correctly, by the way. There's a few names that I'm like, I hope I said this right. But that is Snowman's Land, and honestly, a pretty good Snowman's Land. I think this is a good lineup for Snowman's Land. Got some squads. I said yours wrong? Sure. Okay, I gotcha. I was worried about yours, and I was worried about, I hope I said Jaburns right. I don't think I did, though. I think it's Yaburns. I don't know. Next, we are going back down to the basement. We are going to MIPS 2. We have Satan herself getting the first MIPS. So who is the other bunny enthusiast who is going to show us how it's done in wrangling MIPS? It's none other than McCann. I hope I said that right. I don't know how to word the name. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, Mikan. But yeah, once again, another person I've literally never talked to aside from in the GDQ server. Oh, Mikan? Okay. Mikan? Am I saying it right? I hope I am. But yeah, again, someone who was like, hey, I want MIPS and that's it. I was like, okay, cool. I could do that. I got you. So yeah, doing MIPS number 2. Has to go from upstairs to downstairs. Again, this is 1 second faster to do HMC late. It's really weird. But now we have Hazy Maze Cave. We have the first star in Hazy Maze Cave here, Swimming Beast in the Cavern. And who better to give a star where you clip out of bounds and fall into the abyss than to give it to someone who has never played the game before. There are 2 people in Hazy Maze Cave that specifically pitched the idea that they want a more difficult star that looks cool, that you can be like, hey, this person had 0 Mario 64 experience and look at where they are now, and that is Speff. Shoutouts to Speff. Doing Swimming Beast in the Cavern. We're gonna teach her how to clip out of bounds. We're gonna do it. And it's gonna be really cool. That's scary. I love it. It is really scary. Are we gonna see sign flip? Hell fucking no. What do you think we're doing here? But yeah, there are 2 people in HMC who have 0 Mario 64 knowledge, but want to learn a slightly above average star. And I think this is a good one to teach someone, because it is a pretty good one that is, it's flashy, it's got some cool stuff in it, but it's also not too terribly hard. This is one I think I can teach to anyone. What I can't teach to anyone is our final blindfolded runner, our 3rd blindfolded runner. This is the 2nd person ever to beat Mario 64 blindfolded. And that is Jed doing Metalhead Mario Can Move blindfolded. Yeah, I got 3 people asking to do blindfolded stars, and I could not turn that down. That is extremely hype. Like, I just had to include them. I've never heard of Jed before, but he submitted. The 2 of the people who are doing blindfolded, I literally never heard of them before. But if they say they are comfortable and confident in doing stuff blindfolded, I'm gonna trust them. So yeah, Jed's gonna do Metalhead Mario Can Move blindfolded. And what better way to follow up someone who did a star without looking at the screen than another person who has 0 SM64 experience, who's gonna do Watch for Rolling Rocks. Not in half an A press. But Empire Ship is going to do Watch for Rolling Rocks, and they have no experience in the game. they have no experience in this game whatsoever. So same thing as Speff. We're going from 0 to 100 with this star. This is another one that I think I can teach everyone. It's got teach anyone. It's got a little bit of difficulty to it, a little bit of RNG. TJ Henry Yoshi. But yeah, so shoutouts to Empire for doing this one. Both Empire and Speff, I think this is really cool that you both asked for a star with the purpose of learning something hard coming from 0 experience. There's also one other person who asked for that, but that's later. So MP's gonna go for 0.5 A presses? Bro, hell no. We better not see that. Toad number 2, we have my goat Jadlyn. Again, Jadlyn's one of my good friends. I had to put her in here. I think she's gonna kill it on Toad, and by kill it I mean she better not punch him. If she punches him, we're a lot of people are gonna be mad, but I think she's gonna rock it on Toad. Again, we have a couple goats on Toad for sure, and Jadlyn's definitely one of them. So yeah, another interview team member who submitted to be part of this, and I love seeing that, so I made sure to include her. Doing Toad number 2, very difficult star. So yeah, Toad deserves it. You're fucked up, man. But ending off Hazy Maze Cave, we have Amazing Emergency Exit by Link Too Many Numbers, who's in chat right now. Link, you gave me such a weird thing to ask for. Link asked for a short star, but it doesn't have to be an easy one. And I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So this star is pretty damn short. It's like 20 seconds long if you do it right, but you could also die 20 times. You know how it is. So it's up to Link on how short it is. Whether you go for the triple jump or you go for the safe strat, that's up to you. But I think this will be a good one for you. You can do some gamer skills with that. Also, shout out to Link for being my kind of like my gateway person that I'm talking to World 9 with. So yeah, thank you for that. Oh my god, I just went into the roll a sign Discord and there's so many people asking for roll a sign. Oh, it's awesome. Oh shoot, I had to fix that after. All right, sorry, I had to look at DMs. I just got like a bunch of DMs. Okay, but that is Hazy Maze Cave. There we go. Yo, it's okay, MP. Hey, I put you on Watch for Rolling Rocks. You got this. You're following up a blindfolded runner, so as long as you play better than someone who literally isn't looking at the screen, you're good. All right, that is HMC. Very stacked lineup for HMC. We got 2 brand new people to SM64 playing. We have a blindfolded runner in there. Really cool. All right, moving on. We have Rainbow Ride. More goats in here. We have a lot more goats in here. We're starting off with Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. Now, you may not know this person. This is Townie TV. Townie was in my chat the day that Gameslist came out, and he said that he's going to GDQ and that he's a very good IL runner. And I looked at his times. He has good IL times, and he has like a 54 and 70 star. And so I gave him Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. This is someone I've never met before, but I'm going to put my trust in them for one of the harder stars, and I think he said he's gonna go for Lakitu bounce, so we'll see how that goes. Not assless. I don't think we're doing assless. Oh man. So yeah, that's Townie doing Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. Next up we have Red Coins in Rainbow Ride by Duke Firebird. I think I swapped Duke around a lot. I don't know where I put Duke originally, but yeah, shout out to Duke. A lot of the people who put like 8 out of 10s and 7 out of 10s, I basically left them for last and then placed them wherever I needed them. Rainbow Ride has a lot of hard stuff in it, so I ended up putting most of them there. So shout out to Duke for basically saying you're good with anything, and I know you were gonna kill it in Rainbow Ride, doing Red Coins. The same person who's gonna kill it in Rainbow Ride with Tricky Triangles is Zyphels. Again, someone who literally just asked for this star and this star only. I was like, you know what? I can make it work. No one else is gonna ask for this. I don't think anybody else asked for this. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be hype. Someone who Zyphels literally said that they did XCAM on this and practiced it a lot, so I was like, you know what, sure, I got you, I can put you on that. And rounding up Rainbow Ride, we have doing Swinging in the Breeze, Brian Otto. Shout outs to the Games Committee. Games Committee, I was like, you know what, if Games Committee is submitting to be part of Relay, look, I have to put them on. I just have to. They accepted this shit. So Bry's gonna do Swinging in the Breeze. I don't know if Bry has done much Mario 64, but Bry put a 7 out of 10. So there you go. But that is Rainbow Ride. We have one more stage, technically two, but we have one more stage left. And we have... Link, you're doing Amazing Emergency Exit. If he can do Titanfall, that's true. If Brian can do Titanfall, bro can do anything, okay? But we have TikTok Penis. We have TikTok Clock. We have 7 more people here. And... we got some of my homies in here, okay? I'm just gonna say it right now. We got some homies in here to close it out. We have, starting off, 100 coins by JJSRL. JJ is another very good Mario 64 runner. I was very glad that he was going to GDQ, and thankfully he is able to do probably one of the hardest TikTok clocks, or one of the hardest 100 coin runs in 100 coin stars in the game. This is definitely up there, so I'm glad that JJ is going. Shout outs to him. Very happy that he gets to be part of it. Also a very good Sunshine player, one of the best. But for some people don't know that, like, he's but also really good at Mario 64 too. So yeah, there's a couple people who literally said anything but TikTok Clock and Rainbow Ride. So these were really hard ones to fill, but I think I made a very goated lineup specifically for TikTok Clock. This is gonna be sick. So TikTok Clock, we have 100 coins by JJ. Now, this is actually different because after 100 coins, you're up by Stomp on the Thwomp, and you have to do like a really weird triple jump wall kick to get up there. So I couldn't give this to just anybody. I had to give it to someone who would put in a little bit of extra work and elbow grease. And I actually DM'd them about this because I wanted to make sure they were okay with, you know, doing a little bit more than just like an easy star. And Mint said, yeah. So yeah, Mint's doing Stomp on the Thwomp. So there you go. Shout out to Mint. I literally just DM'd Mint and was like, do you want to do something a little bit scarier than Toad? Because we talked about Toad before. But yeah, this works out too, and this is a pretty fancy star. Next up, number 67. We're getting down to the wire, by the way. I just want to point that out because we have 73 positions and then 10 backups. So we're running out of people. But 67, number 6 is Echo. Now some of my friends know a person named Echo. It's not that person. It's a different Echo. Okay, it is a different Echo. But it's time jumps on moving bars. It's not Echo Tree. Mine. You only know one woman. It's not my fault. You know one female. But this is time jump on moving bars by Echo. Name a woman challenge. I don't think I've ever talked to Echo before, so yeah. Echo rooms you last GDQ? Okay, cool. I've never met them. So yeah. I have not really much to say because I don't know them, but they asked for TTC. So there you go. And now we have number 68 in between two very awesome numbers. We have Roll Into the Cage by Epic Crossover. This is the same one that he did at Pacefall 2023. My third roommate in this list. It's a little biased. I'm sorry. I had to include my roommates because they're homies. But I definitely wanted to put Epic on there because, again, Epic literally asked for TikTok Clock and no one else was. So, yeah. If I ever get asked to do another relay again in the future, just keep in mind, if you ask for something that most people aren't going to ask for, there's a very higher chance you're going to get into relay. Because, like, that's always, like, the hardest ones to fill, is TikTok Clock on Rainbow Ride. So the people who ask for that kind of stuff are way higher up on the chances of getting in for them. So, yeah, that is Epic Crossover doing Roll Into the Cage. Now, number 69, who could it be? I gave it to someone who I thought would make jokes about it throughout the entirety of the event, and I'm pretty sure it will. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong at all. Claus will make jokes about it for a while. Claus will definitely make jokes about having a pin that says 69 on it. So, Claus, it's doing Pit and the Pendulums. These next 3 stars are pretty much a lot of the same. Claus asked for something in TTC literally before Gamesless even came out. It DM'd me and said, I need a TTC star if this gets in. I was like, okay, I got you. So here we are. It's hosting right now on Fast Paced Reply. Why are all of the relay people having responsibility? No, I'm kidding. So there we go. We got the 2 funny numbers out of the way. Haha, 69, 67. Cool. Blah, blah, blah. Number 70, we have Get a Hand by Jaxler. I want to say something, by the way, about this one. Jaxler hates Mario 64. Jaxler has gone on record saying he thinks it's dog shit. But he reached out to me when Gamesless came out and said, I think it would be really funny if you gave me a pretty difficult star and I practiced the shit out of it. So I gave him TikTok Clock. Is that a bad idea? Probably. He doesn't know where any of the invisible walls are, but it's gonna be funny. And it's gonna be great. And no, that, by the way, that's not the 70th star, that is the 70th position. Keep in mind that is, you know, we have people doing Bowser throws, so this is the 68th star, actually, I think. But the person finishing off TikTok Clock, another very good friend of mine, dude, Jaxler on Get a Hand is gonna be so fucking content, dude. It's gonna be awesome. He's gonna hate me so much for this. I put Jaxler and Oz on 2 very hard stars. They asked for it, okay? They asked for it. Star number 69 is gonna be my good friend Toro Knight doing red coins. A nice kind of easy star. Not doing flippies. We're not doing that. But we have this. We have Toro doing red coins. I had to include Toro. He's one of my homies, and I'm very glad that I got to include him, especially near the end too. So there we go. Toro Knight closing out the main stage. Now there's still 1 more star and 1 more person doing another section, and then obviously me closing it out. So who are the last 2 people in this relay? Oh, that didn't even show it. Okay, so Toad number 3. I forgot to add the fucking animations. I'm sorry. I made this at like 4 in the morning. Toad number 3 is Peas. Peas asked for Mips or Toad. After a certain 120 star relay incident, I put him on Toad. I hope he understands that. So we have Toad number 3 by Peas, and then doing the Bowser in the Sky level, I thought it was super fitting that we have AGDQ, who is the closer of the event, being the final relay runner before I close it out. I think that's really fitting. I think that's really cool. So I really like that ending. So shout outs to AGDQ, who will be doing Bowser in the Sky, and then I will be closing it out with final Bowser throws as the final relay runner and calling time. Honestly, very stacked list. I'm very happy with how this turned out. But that's not it. We have the backup runners. If you see your name on this list, you are a backup runner, which means you still need to practice. You still have a chance to be in it. If anybody drops the day of or beforehand, there's a chance you get put on. There are 10 backup runners, and those people are Star Anise, Allison 8-Bit, T. Hurst, Brad Harmer, Saucy, My Pet Cactus, Sparksight, Electric Fortune, Riffampin, and ZB. If you see your name here, you can also put your name in the list in the role assign. I am now that this is fully out there, I am gonna post the relay order, the official full order. Oh shoot. I posted the wrong thing, guys. I posted the wrong thing. I'm gonna post the full order in the chat. I'm gonna post it here. There we go. There we go. It's posted. And I also need to post it in the non-GDQ server that I'm in. All right, there we go. Cool. Let's go. But that is the order. Can I make a nitpicky correction? Oh no. What's the nitpicky correction? What did I do? The S and Shovza isn't capitalized. Oh yeah, I do know that. This isn't public to anyone else. It's literally just for me to know who's coming up and in what order. But here, I have the actual full list. Let me get it. Just 1 second. Let me show off the full list now that we did our PowerPoint. But that is the order and everybody who is going to be part of the relay. I'm so sorry if you were not chosen. I can't include everyone. I really would love to, but it's not possible. So here is everyone here. Here is everybody who is in the relay. I think it's a stacked list, man. I'm very excited for this. This is a very stacked list. It took a lot of work, a lot of decision making I had to make, and it was so much stress. I hope there's no hard feelings if you weren't picked. I know a lot of my friends weren't picked. I had to be non-biased. I think I did a very good job of picking a good mix of GDQ personalities, GDQ volunteers, people who already had a run in the event, and people who are new to in general. I think I did a very good job overall of doing a little bit of everything, you know? And most importantly, I think everybody who's on each star is fitted for it. I think it's gonna work out really well. I have very high hopes for this. I'm very, very excited. I didn't know how many people we were going to get signing up, but we got a ton. It was a lot of people signing up. So yeah, that is the order for 70 star, 70 person at AGDQ 2026. If this goes well, and I feel like it has a very good chance to go well, I'm hoping they let me do more of these in the future, especially with the fact that I'm pretty sure that the turnout for the signups was a lot better than Games Committee was expecting it to be. So I would not be surprised if they continue to let me do this. So yeah, it just means we get to lead a cheer squad in advance. Hell yeah. I hope that everybody who wasn't invited to the relay shows up. I hope you still show up in the audience. It's gonna be so hype. I would love to do one for SMO in the future, and another one I thought about doing is Mario Kart World or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think those would be really cool. So I would love to continue doing these. Obviously, it won't be like an every single star, an every single event sort of thing, but I'm hoping that if this goes really well, and with how it's been shaping up to be, I think it will be, especially with the amount of hype this relay has had. Both in the reveal for the order, we literally have 60 viewers right now. I normally average 10. I think that it could go really well. So I think this could be a good thing that GDQ might continue doing from this point forward. We'd have to see. But yeah, I know a lot of people who reached out to me in DMs didn't get selected, and I apologize. Again, a lot of them are my friends, and I feel bad. I had to disconnect the Jalen Star and I connected again at Briar. You skipped your own announcement. How dare you? I will be posting this on my Vods channel though. The Vod will be up tonight. I'm not gonna end stream though. Like, I'm still gonna keep going. I'm gonna do like a Mario Kart speedrun. Can I read your DM you sent me? Yeah, sure. 1 second. But yeah, thank you everybody for saying the list is cracked. I think this is a very stacked list. I'm pretty sure This is a very stacked list. Like I'm very, when I was making this list, I was like, dude, this is like insanely stacked. This is huge. Like we have so many big names in here, and we also have new names that haven't done a run on GDQ before. Like it's just so hype, and I'm glad I get to get people that opportunity. People who have never done a run on GDQ before get to run a Mario game on GDQ. Like when is that ever gonna happen again? For a lot of the people in this relay, it might never happen again. Like, oh wait, oh Mint, you Mint, in your form submission you didn't put an eye in swirl. That's why I put whatever you put on your form. That's why I put your name like that. Everybody wants to know? Yeah, we just finished the order reveal and now we're just talking about it. So many big names and King J. What the fuck, man? I'm the golf with your grandmother guy. Come on. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm very excited for it. What should backups practice? I've been told that backups just need to like show me that you have an understanding of the game, show me that you can collect a couple of stars. Yeah. Guess what I got today? What did you get mine? Is the haunted bookcase the one hanging above the piano room? Yes, it's that one. Yo, nice, mine. Huge. All right, let me read what Ad sent. And then I'll swap. Ad DM'd me and said, I don't know why I felt nervous. I knew what I was gonna get. Yeah, I literally told them like so early in advance. I don't know why you were nervous either. Oh, I have a lot of people DMing me right now. Oh, dude, people are in the relay chat. Let's go. Huge. But yeah, if you're in the relay, make sure to put that in roll assign. I gotta fix this apparently. Because I didn't know that you could do something. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. I see now. I see what I need to do. Hold up. Oh, I can stop local recording.